Good morning, everybody. Money Monday today. Where we've been, sorry, you guys, we've been all over the place trying to get trailers put back together and just trying to get set up, get into this other job, start fabbing, start building what we need to be building. But we're back, we're rocking and rolling. I've got big plans, and I'm hoping that we can just make it happen. All right. So, anyways, guys, Money Monday, something that has been super on my mind lately, and it's always been on my mind since what happened. All right, guys, I want to talk to you about recessions. All right, and it doesn't need to be like a full-scale economy recession. It can be your industry is in a recession. All right, for everybody that knows or has been involved in oil and gas, they know that there are up and downs. It's the industry. It's a roller coaster ride, all right? When it's in demand, it is in flipping demand, and we need to build some stuff, all right? But when it is not, it's a bust. It's going down, and you couldn't pay somebody for a job. Now, I want to tell you, in a recession, in this Money Monday, I'm going to tell you guys how to bomb-proof yourself the best you can. It's not a guaranteed thing. It's not a guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed in any industry that you're involved in. Now, when I was 16 years old, I went through the housing market crash. All right, my dad owned a hardwood floor. He still owns a hardwood floor company. He's one of the best floorsmen in Idaho, in like most of the western United States. My dad is number one, the best at what he does. Huge multi-million dollar houses. Now, when the housing market crashed, my dad had a few employees. They'd go around, they'd do these huge houses. Well, it got so bad we had to lay everybody off. So in that instance, I left high school my sophomore year, and I went and started doing floors, because I've been doing floors since I was like 7 years old. So I knew how to do floors, and I finished my high school diploma. I did it all online. Best thing I ever flipping did, all right? Best freaking thing I ever did. High school ain't nothing but a drama fest to me, but it was awesome to get out of it. Didn't hurt my feelings one bit. But guys, in that instance, that was a recession in the housing market, all right? I know it was a recession throughout the United States, but it hit the housing market freaking hard. You couldn't pay somebody for a job. Now, I'm going to take it back into the oil and gas. A few years later, I'm welding, and in 15, I think it was 14, 15, the oil and gas prices went down. And the problem was, I didn't work for a year, all right? Towards the end of the year, I got on a TIG job because I taught myself how to TIG weld and started welding together a potato plant. But in that time, I had friends that were still welding oil and gas, and they were still making decent money, and they were doing fine. Now, the difference between me and them, all right, how they got to weld and I didn't, was they knew frickin' people. Guys, this is such a nugget to whatever you guys are doing, all right? Whatever industry you're in, you have to build relationships. It is your number one biggest thing. And I stress it like crazy. I didn't realize the importance of it until I've gone through the bust, all right? Now, I get asked all the time, how stable is oil and gas? Well, it's only as stable as you make it. Any industry is only as stable as you make it. If you own your own company, it is only as stable as you can make that company. So if you're sitting on the couch and you're making, a couple $100 a day or maybe even a week, well, that's how stable it is, all right? But if you're out getting work or you're out busting your butt and you're out making it happen, you're probably more stable than the guy sitting on the couch. Same concept. I was the guy sitting on the couch. When I started into the welding industry, I did not realize how important a relationship was, or knowing people in what you're doing. Now I do. All right. When that bust happened, I did not know enough people. That is the biggest thing. I did not know enough people. My buddies that were working, they knew everybody. So it was not hard for them to find a job. Now, I want to talk to you guys about treating people the way you need to be treating them, all right? I don't care if they're a bolt-up hand, a freaking janitor, a helper, whatever. I want you guys to realize that they might know more people than you do, all right? That's important. Because if they know more people than you do, you better be freaking treating these people right. Because they might be keeping you fed down the road when everything happens. Now, as far as the bust, it's coming again. It's just a matter of time. It's just oil and gas. It's any industry you're involved in. There's going to be a bust. There always is. Supply and demand. If there's less supply, there's going to be more demand. And that drives prices. Well, when it oversupplies, then there's less demand. It tanks out. And then it comes back. It's a roller coaster. If you guys look into history, that's how it's always been. But you need to be prepared for when it tanks out, when it's busting out. Build relationships. That is such a huge, that's number one in anything you're going to be involved in. All right, you guys. Number one, build relationships. Number two, treat people right. Because they're going to be the ones that are going to be freaking hiring you out. Number three, learn every process you can learn. Every one of them. TIG, MIG, stick, uphill, downhill, Inconel, chrome, stainless, whatever. Learn to weld it, all right? Learn to freaking weld it. Become valuable in the fact that you can weld anything. Learn to fab. Learn to fab pipe. Learn to fab plate. I've met so many freaking sheet metal workers that, I mean, they are incredible at what they freaking do. All right? They're just good at what they do. It's something to learn. Learn to pipeline. Learn to fab. Learn to work sheet metal. I mean, just learn to do everything. Learn to be a fitter. Learn to, learn to be the welder if you are the fitter. It's going to keep you busy. But that, to me, is how you bomb-proof yourself. Build relationships. Be good at everything you do and treat people the way you want to be treated, all right? Number four, take care of the companies that are taking care of you. Because if you take care of the company and you make sure that they're always making money, that they're not coming to look at you and they're wondering why, why are you not producing? Why are you not this? Then that company, when it comes time for a bust and say they are just scraping by and they got work, but it ain't much, they're going to want the guy that took care of them and not the guy that sat there and just skimmed off the top and didn't produce, didn't do nothing, all right? Build relationships. Treat everybody with respect. Be good at everything you do, okay? If you are a welder, learn to be a fitter. If you're a fitter, learn to be a welder. And then always take care of the companies you work for. Always. Until they run you off because for some reason something happened or they've got a buddy coming in. They will always remember that you took care of them. They might not like you. They might not treat you with respect. They might never call you again. But don't ever be the reason that they ran you off is because you were lazy or you didn't produce for that company and make them money so that you could make money. All right? Don't ever make it that reason. So anyways, you guys, everybody, be blessed. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.